Good afternoon. I'm Danielle Shenk in the 1011 Now Alert Center with your monthly Lincoln Streets and Utility Beat. So summer is officially here, and that comes construction season along with it. So today I'm joined by Lincoln Transportation and Utilities Communications and Public Affairs Manager Erica Hill to talk about how Lincoln residents can navigate the city during this busy time.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be some sort of song. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
You said the word construction.
Yeah. Now that summer's here, you're going to see those orange cones popping up, but this is the time to do it.
Yeah, I love to say when you think and you see orange cones, think progress. I know that sometimes can be silly and you might get an eye roll here or there, but it really is true. We have to have construction in order to continue to enhance the quality of life here in the city. We have to have streets that work. We have to have smooth streets. We have to have great infrastructure, water mains that don't break, all the things. Mm-hmm. And so all the construction really is progress here at the city. And we do know, though, that that construction can lead to detours and things like that. And no one loves, a really good detour, right?
Yeah.
And so we have put together a very large campaign. It's called the We're Routing for You campaign. And this campaign is to promote the free Waze app, which is a navigation app that helps people navigate around construction to get to where they need to go very efficiently. It picks the fastest route to go. And then we also are encouraging people to look into our TextLNK program. So this program is where people can opt in to text for specific projects that are near them around the city. And then if there is ever some sort of traffic change or lane closure or things like that, we can easily text that person who's opted in and we can give them an update so then they can plan their day better.
Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of resources that the city has. What can you tell us a little bit more about this campaign, when it started?
It started, I would say 2-3 weeks ago. And the unique thing about this campaign is we are really trying to invest in areas where there already is construction, where people are already seeing those orange cones, because we want to be helpful. We want to make sure that people who are impacted by that construction are getting the resources that they need to navigate around them easily, seamlessly, and efficiently.
Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people rely on navigation apps of some sort, at least. And so let's talk a little bit more about the Waze app and how that works with city construction and closure information.
So Waze is unique. I mean, all the navigation apps do a great job. But the unique thing about Waze is that we can communicate as a city, as an organization, we can communicate directly to Waze, and drivers can also communicate directly to Waze. So, for example, if we have some sort of street closure, say 27th Street, we have a full closure there, we can go and submit that closure onto Waze, and then Waze will help direct people to the best route around that area in order to make sure that there's no really significant backups, and then just really helping drivers get to where they need to go faster. Another thing that Waze does is if a driver sees a hazard on the street, they can update Waze. They can submit that to Waze, and then Waze will take that into consideration to then submit and let all the other drivers who are driving that same route know. Mm-hmm. So it has been extremely handy for us. And I personally use Waze. I live here too. I drive all over the city. And it has been a great resource for a lot of our LTU team members. And now we would love to share it with everyone.
Yeah. And so I'm assuming this is a free app that you can just easily download in the App Store. And I need to download it after we get done with this segment, because when we said that this was going to be our topic, I was like, that's really helpful, because I take Holdridge most mornings. And so that there's, I think, maybe a little construction project that's popped up on Holdridge, and it's causing me to use a little detour. And I'm like, man, that would be nice to know when that's going to still be there, when it's going to go away. And so with this Waze app, what's does it work kind of similar to like a Google Maps, your Apple Maps? It kind of just works the same and just has the alerts set up?
It does work very similar. Not perfectly the same, but very similar. So actually, Google Maps owns Waze. But the difference is if you use Google Maps, it just directs you where it wants to direct you, and it uses our data on the closures. What's cool about Waze is that we can give each driver an update that there is a big project coming up that they're approaching, or there's a hazard, or to prepare for a potential detour. So we can push out those types of events, and it goes directly to those Waze users. And that's what I think is really great about this app, is that there's instant communication with the drivers who are on their way there, and just really being helpful in that way.
And so Waze is an app, but tell us a little bit about TextLNK and how that works and how residents kind of get updates through that.
TextLNK is technology that we are using. We have purchased this technology from a third party, and we have developed text groups for every single project that LTU is doing. And so if you scroll down a little bit, you will be able to see all of the different, let me think here. Yeah, is that lincoln.ne.gov/TextLink there?
This is the text
Okay.
link.
And you should be able to see all the list of all of the text projects,
Groups
and then you just click on each one of those projects, any of the ones that you want to, yeah, there they are.
I know it's so far
yeah.
away. And
I was
I'm
like, where does the
wait, I need to
glasses-
squint a little bit. I need a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
My eyesight's terrible. So
So
but
you
yeah, we
can-
found it.
Yep. So you can click on any one of those projects and you can sign up for them. And then our team, every time there is a change in traffic or another detour that's being implemented, or we're making progress, or maybe an open house and we want you to come and learn about the project, we can send you that text update, and we can keep you updated not only in the design phase of the project, but through the construction, which is really what people truly are caring about. They truly want to know, how is this project going to impact them? How much am I going to have to change the way I navigate around
To work.
my
Do I need
area?
to account for extra time going to work?
Exactly.
You know? And
Exactly.
so, what other resources are available to help people navigate across Lincoln? Obviously, this one's on the website, but I think you might have a few more too.
Yes. If you don't mind heading on over to our closures page. Our closures page is at lincoln.ne.gov/closures. And on that page, that is where, and this is our projects page, which is also very handy.
Yes,
And I'll get
here's
back to that. But our closures page, that shows all of the closures that we have going on every single day. And we update this page all day, every day, 8 hours a day whenever we do get a closure. It is extremely important for us to continue to keep people aware and educated on what is going on in the city, and what is the impact of these projects and how is it benefiting them. And so if you click on any of those closures, a little link will pop up and it will go directly to the project page of that project. So if you're thinking, on Holdridge, what is this project? What is this about? You can go to that closure and then you can see a little bit more detail. Usually it is our significant projects that are on those pages, on the project pages, but sometimes on the closure pages, it's just like 1 to 2 day projects or 1 to 2 week projects. So you can still get a little bit of information if you're just driving by and just thinking, what is going on over there? I wonder what they're doing. We're happy to share, and we love that people are interested.
And so this one focuses on the streets a little bit more. What can you tell us about this projects page that you guys have?
So the projects page is something that we created several years ago, and it has been a tremendous success. People have been consistently going to this projects page more and more. We have past projects on there, we have current projects, and we have projects on there that are set for up to 5 years later. And so you can really go to this page, you can see the funding, you can see the description of how it might impact a person, you can see the timeline of the construction, and you can also, which is, I think, one of the best parts about it. You can get a direct line to one of our project managers if you have something like a very specific question that you want to answer to. And I think just being able to offer that 5-star customer service is huge. I mean, what city offers that, right? Like, we are doing it. We're doing a real thing, and it's exciting to be able to talk about for sure.
Yeah, and so this one is a little bit more bigger picture of how Lincoln is changing, for sure.
Yeah.
And so what should residents do if construction impacts access to their home, driveway, business? What tips do you have?
So we do want to acknowledge construction can be an inconvenience. Absolutely. We know and we appreciate everyone's patience when it comes to having to do those navigations around that construction. It is something that people typically don't plan for, and we hope to get to the point where people just do naturally plan for being able to route around the city. So for residents, we encourage residents to attend our open houses, to read the postcards that we're sending and mailing directly to their door that talk about the project. We encourage residents, especially if they have an accessibility need, to call our project manager and talk about those needs, and so we can make a plan before the construction happens. As for businesses, we have been so wowed by the business community, especially the downtown businesses who are working through Project O Street, one of our biggest projects in Lincoln and such an exciting project. They are really uniting together and coming up with really cool ways to offer sales and to keep their loyal customers continuing to come. And we have a couple different resources that have been made through this process. The first one is a great Project O Street marketing guide. Now, this one was actually made by the Downtown Lincoln Association, but I think a lot of the tips in this marketing guide can be applied across the city. There are great tips here. They talk about how to keep customers coming in and different ways that you can do social media and how you can offer potential maps and easy ways to find parking. All of those things, which I think are amazing just pieces of information that businesses can consider if they are having a construction project come, next door to them. And then we also have a construction roadmap guide that the city created, and we just redid this this year. And this really is the who, what's, whens, and wheres, all the things about what you can expect during construction. And so this guide really goes through the process of construction. You can expect dirt, you can expect mud, what can you do? We have permits where you can apply to potentially put additional parking information in the right-of-way outside your business. We have a lot of other different small resources where you can maybe hang up a sign, things along those lines. So both of these are great guides and helpful information for businesses to be able to take in and then apply the best things that they want that really fit with them. So they can tailor it to however they feel it works for them. And we are just happy to share that information.
Certainly no lack of information, that's for sure. And you guys seem to be doing everything you can to keep the community informed, keep businesses informed, and just work with them the best way that you can.
In the last 6-7 years, our engagement, our marketing, our communications specifically regarding construction has quadrupled. And we are so proud of where we are today. It doesn't mean that there aren't, pain points, right? Like, doesn't mean that people are going to walk out of the door and be super excited that there's a huge project happening, a block down from them. But we do understand that there is tremendous value in thinking that construction is only temporary. It will be done, sooner or later. And what will be left is something permanent that is safe, the infrastructure is sound, and people's quality of life continues to be enhanced.
And so we know that construction can be a little frustrating, but what would you say to residents who feel like there are closures everywhere right now? You kind of touched on it in the beginning, but as we kind of wrap up, what would you say?
I would say we feel your pain. We are your neighbors. You know, people at the city, we are implementing the projects. We're also driving through the projects as well. And we absolutely understand that sometimes they can be a headache. And we get it. We do encourage people to just take 1 minute before they leave their house or before they leave their place of work to plan just a little bit. Just plan just a little bit. And your drive back home, your drive from your home will be that much better.
And all thanks to TextLNK and the Waze app certainly can help you in doing that.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to add here today as we're talking about construction in Lincoln?
I don't think so. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I should have worn like all orange. All orange, you know.
Yeah, or a cute little cone hat.
Right. I think I could pull it off.
Yeah. Well, if you're just joining us here a little bit late, Erica Hill with Lincoln Transportation and Utilities has been sharing some ways to navigate construction around Lincoln. So our full interview will be available on our website. Erica, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Absolutely.
Now, stay tuned to our website, follow us on all our social media, and make sure to install our Roku app for the latest news of the day from our newsroom to wherever you are. We'll see you on the next stream.
1011 News is everywhere. Download our smart TV apps and follow us on social media at 1011 News.